Hello, everyone. I'd like to help you guys turbocharge your grading within Classroom by utilizing your Gmail. So the first step that we want to do is go over to our Google Classroom homepage, and down at the bottom, if you open up that sidebar and you scroll down to the bottom of your classes, is you're going to have something called settings. So you'll want to click on settings, and you'll have some options about receiving notifications for the different Google Classrooms that you are either in charge of or a part of. The other nice thing is too is that if you go to the class notifications and you hit that little down arrow, you can actually turn on or off whichever classrooms you want to actually have these settings apply. So that is what you'll want to do to start, is by going into the settings on your Google Classroom from the home page. Now, the part that makes this so awesome for the grading is that, yes, you will now receive an email whenever you have a student turn in a late assignment. So I thought, I wonder if there's a way to put these emails that I was getting to better work. So I had created a label, and some of you may already know how to do this, but I'll walk you through that process as well. But I had created a label for submitted late work from students, and when you get when you have a student that turns in late work, it shows up in your email like this. So it's like submitted late work for this assignment, the student that submitted it, and then it gives you a little breakdown of the assignment and how many days late it was. But there's this nice little feature here to where if you click open, it'll actually open up the assignment to take you straight into Google Classroom to do the grading of that assignment. So it's very useful for speeding up the process of seeing a missing assignment that's been submitted and getting to the grading of that missing assignment. So that's nice. But the actual automation of getting those missing assignments, or those emails of missing assignments, into my labeled folder here was the biggest task ahead of me. So let me show you how to do that. If you go up to the right hand corner where it's got the little gear there, the settings, and you press that, it'll give you an abbreviated version of the settings, but we want to go into see all settings. So if we click on that, it'll give you the general settings, and you'll have some other subtitles here like labels. So you can see I have some custom labels down here for like IEPs and 504s, parent emails, student comments, and submitted late work. But what we want to do is create an actual filter for all of our incoming mail. So I have the 3 custom filters applied here. One is for submitted late work, one is for private comments, and then there's another one that I've created to eliminate some other emails that I get from Google Classroom for a different assignment, but I'm not going to talk about that. But the assignments that I always wanted to be alerted of was the submitted late work. So I'll show you how I created that. In order to create this, I hit create a new filter. And when I did that, it pulls up a menu that looks like this. You get like a from, to, subject, has these words, doesn't have these words, if the size is bigger than this, if it has an attachment, doesn't include a chat, all this stuff. That's great. But I knew that the subject line of my alert from Google Classroom says submitted late, and then it tells me what the assignment is. So you can actually use my filter for creating your own filter. So you'd want to just type in submitted late in the subject line, and then you'd say continue. And then what I didn't want is I didn't want to have it show up in my main inbox. I wanted it to only show up in my submitted late work. So I said skip the inbox, archive the email, and then I wanted to apply a label. I wanted it to go into the submitted late work. So I clicked on this, and I had to create that label. So I said new label, and then I gave it the title of submitted late work. And then I applied it to the 12 existing conversations that I had. So I can actually do this right now just to show you guys. So we're going to update this filter. So as you guys can see, I have in my inbox, I I have a message from Chef Amber about some meatballs here. But what I don't have in my main inbox is this update about some student work. So Tyler submitted an assignment, a quiz late, and I can click on that and hit open, and it's going to take me right to that assignment, his work, so that I can import those scores for his quiz. So very, very nice. Definitely speeds things up. So I'm going to close this and go back to mail. And that is how you can set up a filter tied into a label to help expedite your grading for your work.